Hey y'all, this will be the third one of these I've tried to do today. Today is Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. I'm wearing my Founding Fathers shirt. There's a little bit of rebellion. So how y'all are? I've been better, I'm not gonna lie. Just a reminder, I won't be able to do this tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, and I don't usually do it on the weekends. Kids, they're out. The littles will be home after today, and Big has school tomorrow, but nobody else does. Well, the kids at Big School have school tomorrow. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what else is going on. I think that's pretty well it for updates, because craziness. Tried watching the news a little bit this morning. I watched the Young Turks. That's just what I watch. I don't like mainstream news. It drives me nuts. Tried to check my messages this morning. I don't get some of the stuff that's going on. I don't understand it. And it's probably something with part of me being an old soul. I don't. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This world's gone crazy. I read somewhere that the divine feminine is awakening. That the paradigm shifts we're going through now are part of the divine feminine awakening, if you believe the esoteric stuff. Because it is more of an esoteric bent. So, yeah, divine feminine energy is awakening. It's the reason for the paradigm shifts. Because we're shifting away from war and into peace. Grandmother told me once, and I say grandmother because, did you know that theologians in the Vatican have released a article by a female reverend that said that whatever gender you place on the Holy Spirit is the one that you're guided to place on it, because the Holy Spirit is genderless. So if you say the good mother or the great mother, you're not wrong. So, there's that. But in learning that, you learn that. Anyway, back to where I was before I went waha with it. I was 14, I think, sitting out in the woods up under some trees, just sitting there listening. And I went to bed that night, and I had this dream that I was looking at this map change. And the grandmother was behind me, and she said, I'm going to impart to you something that I want you to carry on. Something that I want you to pass on. She told me. Men came from across the water to speak of peace, and it ended in war. Time passed. From across the waters, women will come to speak of war, and it will end in peace. I didn't remember that. It's one of those things that hangs out in the back of your head where you know it and you can feel it coming, but you don't know exactly when, and you don't know exactly what she's talking about. Till the other day. The feminine rising and everything else, and it just started to come together in my head, and I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. So, that was 30 years ago. You don't really understand it when you get a message like that. You don't understand it. Not to start with. Anyway, in noticing it happening, the divine feminine rising, the people returning to the old ways, be it indigenous ways or returning to the Viking stuff or anything like that. I noticed that people are not returning to Rome. They're returning to Celtic traditions. They're turning to Asian traditions. They're turning to indigenous traditions. They're healing the generational trauma left by the Roman Empire. And what we're seeing is the last gasp of the mindset of the Roman Empire. Let me tell you, it's about 2,000 years too late. But better late than never. See, I love history, so I try to learn as much as I can about world history. And some of the things you learn, it turns your guts. And then you start learning, once you grasp the cyclical nature of time, you start learning to you start grasping it. and you start seeing it. I don't know, maybe there's too many people that just haven't opened themselves to the earth. We are all one people. We are one race. The oldsters are coming back. My grandfather knew I was. In fact, he told my family I was. According to what I was told. I've got a birthmark here on my rib cage. My granddad told, from what I've been told, one of my aunts. She's one of the elders come back. I've been told that he told my dad that I had a specific purpose. And that he was not to hold me back from that. Well, that was 40 years ago. She's one of the elders come back. Was the way he put it. She's one of the returned. I mean, my mother tells me that's a scar from poison ivy when I was a kid, but that was not where I had poison ivy. Mm-mm. I remember that. That was bad. Let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. I'm working on Christmas socks for my parents. It's what they requested for Christmas. But all the stress and tension from the world losing its collective mind. Let it all out. Let it all go. Remember that sanity prevails. And what's going on in the world right now is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. I'm going to finish this off real quick. As I am at 16, 17 minutes. These are really supposed to be like 10 or 15. You need to take more time. Just sit with the breeze. Sit with the trees. Watch the leaves fall. If you're in the southern hemisphere, watch the buds open up. You take more time to just be one with the world. So, yeah. Take more time to just be one with the world. To just be at peace with the planet. Anyway, y'all. Hug your babies. Because there are children who can't hug their parents anymore. And parents who can't hug their children. Tell your weird friends and relatives that you love them. No matter whether they have 2 legs, 4 legs, feathers, or fins. We're all family. We all belong to the same web. We are one people. Remember to breathe. Much loves, huge hugs, and happy knitting.